back. And I don't have to go this way. Take the short.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Don't you know this is a quarantine zone?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating the epidemic. You had better get to a safe place while you still can.
Oh, really? Well, go investigate somewhere else and leave me be.
I beg your pardon?
I said go. Leave me alone, sir.
Rodney, you're the man who killed that gang member, are you not? Is that why you are hiding in this godforsaken place?
Yes, I did. I did not even know his name.
Then why did you kill him?
That arsehole always mocked me for the colour of my skin. Usually I let it go. But not that night. We fought. He died.
Unfortunately, I have met several murderers during my lifetime. You don't look like them. I can tell you're no cold-blooded killer.
You're right, sir. At first it was just a simple argument between us. But the man had a bad fall.
Believe me, Rodney, you won't survive here long. No matter what you did, you must go back to where you used to live.
I'll go back to the docks then. But if I die, remember that the blood of Rodney Grader will be on your hands.
Oh, cool! This is the other way out.
It's locked, all right.
Let me guess. I can only get that exit if I kill the one of Bridget.
No more words. Please. No more questions, Dr. Reed. Let me rest now. No more questions, Dr. Reed.
Huh?
We're at your mercy. Will you end us?
Unknown blood.
Oh, Bridget allowed me to wander above some years back. It was unpleasant. Oh, Bridget allowed me to wander above some years back. It was unpleasant.
Huh. There's a hideout up there. Find some way to get up there. Keep out. Unlock the hideout. Common maze. $110 damage. Yes. Two-handed. Two handle parts. Okay. Stamina decreases. Increase the stamina. Perfect. I know I should, but it uses them too much stamina. $242 damage. I'm gonna get up this ability. Great, now everybody's sick. Now I need to cure everybody. I'm just gonna kill her anyway. That one lady. The fighter. The sister. I killed her son. His son was a murderer. That old lady's son was a grandma. That old lady that was in...
It's locked, all right.
Because I didn't kill him. I didn't embrace him. I just spared him. Staples. You.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Do you need my medical attention, Miss Paxton?
I can keep going, Dr. Reed.
Of course you can, Miss Paxton. But I wouldn't recommend it. Please, take this. You will feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. Thank you. Really.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
15. Wait, I get experience for healing people? Okay, I need to go here. This is where most of the people are sick at. I need to go talk to Miss Gillian.
Good evening, Miss Gillingham. May I come in?
Of course, of course. So, Dr. Tippets, what brings you back here? We haven't talked in quite some time.
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippets. I must confess I haven't felt that well of late.
I'll try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham. Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call me that, Dr. Reed.
Young man, do you require medical attention?
I don't like asking for help, but I don't want to be one of those poor sods dying in the streets.
There's no shame in asking for help, especially when you are in desperate need of it. Here, take this. You should recover in no time.
Thank you, I suppose.
Goodbye. Good evening, sir. I'm glad to see you safe.
I am not safe. I should never have come back here. My life is in danger. I know it.
You're much safer here than in that contaminated area.
Bullets kill people quicker than diseases and epidemics, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about this district?
The East End Docks only knows one rule. Dog eat dog, and blood calls for blood. The gang will have their revenge on me one way or another.
What can you tell me about the locals?
Most people would say that Sean Hampton and Tom Watts are good men who try to sort things out. But for me, the real boss around there was my best friend, Jack Gillingham.
Jack Gillingham, you say?
Everyone round there knew Jack. He was a rock. A mountain even. He feared nothing.
Your friend Jack has something to do with you fleeing to the contaminated area where I found you. I want to know more.
Jack is dead. That's all you need to know. Dead because of me. So much violence. So much sorrow. All of that because I refused to be insulted again.
No man can predict the exact outcome of his actions. It's the curse we have to live with. We can only gamble and do what we think is best.
Perhaps you're right. The district was doomed before I was born. But I cannot stop myself thinking that Jack died for me.
Why do you say that?
After I killed that gang member, the Wet Boot Boy suspected Jack. And being loyal and all, he did not refute the accusation.
You are not going to spend the rest of your life hiding, Rodney. What are you planning to do?
Honestly, I have no idea. How am I supposed to live while so many have suffered because of me?
Only you can answer that question. But one thing is certain. Since you owe Jack your life, I think it's fair to live it in a way that would make him proud.
That's the kind of thing Jack could have said, Dr. Reed. Thank you for that. I believe you're a good guy too.
The death of your friend has affected you deeply, hasn't it?
Jack Gillingham was the real deal. He believed we could change the world if we were united and focused enough. And he brought out the best in each of us.
You're right. He died to save you. That alone gives me an idea of the kind of man he was.
He was the bravest. And no one dares to say openly that he got killed by those bastards.
Your friend's plan was audacious, if not reckless. No one stands up by themselves to a gang like the Wet Boot Boys.
How dare you say that? You never met him.
Do you have recent news of Sean Hampton's shelter?
I heard he kept on helping people. But I tried to stay away from his shelter. I don't feel safe there.
Are you worried about the sanitary situation in London?
Not really. I've spent so many days hiding to escape retaliation from the Wet Boot Boys. Now that there's so much chaos, they might forget about me.
Goodbye, Mr. Grader. Take care.
She's still recovering. No one cares about a little old lady. I should kill Miss Gillian.
Good evening, Miss Gillingham. May I come in?
Of course, of course. So, Dr. Tippets, what brings you back here? We haven't talked in quite some time.
I still need to get a few hints.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham. It's locked.
Goodbye, Mr. Tippett.
Please, sir. Come and have a gander.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
Actually, I may. In my line of work, I have to stop at any sign of infection.
Treating a vampire hunter's wounds is certainly a first for me. I'm happy to help you, of course.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. Your support means a lot.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
I also need to go back. This way. Fatigue.
Good evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
You seem happier than before.
I live with Mrs. Fishburne now, in her house. I have a bed and everything.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
Damn, I ain't got no medicine.
I'll see you later. So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
Yep, you live in a house, and it's better than before.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I come in, please?
Of course. Dr. Reed. time I had a good sleep.
I'm so sorry about your loss, Mrs. Fishburne.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. Could you check Rufus's health for me, please? I've been taking care of this young nipper since my poor Seymour died.
Very well. But why so nervous?
Even if he lives with me now, Rufus still spends too much time outside. He grew up in the streets, you see, and he's kept his old habits.
So, you live here with Rufus now? And how is everything?
Yeah. We both had our share of tragedy, but I suppose it's a relief not to be alone in life.
Did Rufus talk to you about his past?
I knew the boy had a hard time in the streets, but I had no idea how miserable he really was. And I suspect he won't tell me all that he remembers.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
In order to check Rufus's
epidemic is what worries people most these days.
It said I needed to check Rufus's.
It's locked.
But how do I get in Rufus's house?
Is this really over?
I need to get in Rufus's house. Maybe there's a way at the bottom? On the other end of his house, maybe? Oh. Nope. Only way I'm gonna have to... What am I gonna have to do is kill Rufus. But I don't wanna kill Rufus. Rufus is a good boy and I don't wanna kill him. Mrs. Fishburne. How do I get in Rufus? I'll knock on her door again.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I come in, please?
Of course. Dr. Reed.
Of course, Dr. Reed. Thank you, Miss
Remember the
Fishburne.
last time I had a good...
You're a good old
Good
lady.
evening, Mrs. Fishburne.
Doctor,
That's why I don't
what
want to
brings
kill
here
you.
again?
I'd like to know more about your son's death, Stella.
I was so afraid to see Seymour arrested and executed that I never thought about him being murdered.
You evaded trial. He loved you. He had it coming.
I'm sure his last thoughts were for you, Mrs. Fishburne. Seymour was a terrible threat to the community, but he truly loved you.
Your words break my heart as much as they bring me peace, Dr. Reed.
How do you mean?
The murder of my son made me understand what the other families must have felt. I shouldn't have protected him for so long.
To endure true guilt may be punishment enough, Mrs. Fishburne. And we all have to bear that cross.
You are a good person, Dr. Reed. I wish we'd met sooner.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
I'm not sure the epidemic is what worries people most these days.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne.
Doctor, what brings you here again?
So, you live here with Rufus now? And how is everything?
Yeah. We both had our share of tragedy. But I suppose it's a relief not to be alone in life.
Did Rufus talk to you about his past?
I knew the boy had a hard time in the streets, but I had no idea how miserable he really was. And I suspect he won't tell me all that he remembers.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne.
Let's grow
Take
old.
care of
The
yourself.
fear, the hunger, the icy cold. I can't believe it.
Evening, Rufus.
Good evening, Mr. Reed.
Tell me your feelings about Seymour's death, Rufus.
I am sad for Mrs. Fishburne, not for her dead son. I was afraid of him and his threats. I don't think a lot of people will miss him.
So how is your new life going?
Good. I have a roof over my head and warm meals. Mrs. Fishburne is the best. But she's so sad. I hear her crying at night.
Even if she did take you in, Mrs. Fishburne lost her son, who she loved very much.
I know, but it makes me feel funny. I should feel bad for being here after Seymour died, not happy.
You should help her.
Try to help her as much as she helps you, Rufus. Help each other through the grief.
Mrs. Fishburne has been like a mother to me, and it's my turn to help her the best I can.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care. Evening, Rufus.
Good evening, Mr. Reed.
How come you consider it your only friend?
I found Jack when he was a baby, alone amongst dead rats. Poison, probably. He was the weakest, but he survived. Just like me with my parents.
Like you and your parents?
When I was 8, my parents died in a car accident. Rumour says I didn't get a scratch.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
I wish you would give me that key so I can
I cannot enter.
get in the house.
How should I know that?
I hate to kill Seymour. I hate to kill Rufus. I don't want to kill him. Plus he's got fatigue. Need to make some. I need to make some more medicine.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Can I offer you my medical help, Miss Cox?
Giving out for free? You'd make a poor businessman, Dr. Reed.
Perhaps I would. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you. But don't expect me to owe you anything.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
No, you don't.
Foolish girl and her pre-principles.
You again. What do you want?
Goodbye, Mr. Digby. Evening, Rufus.
Good evening, Mr. Reed.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
Mrs. Fishburne. Thought I gave Miss Fishburne her medicine.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I come in, please?
Of course. Dr. Reed. I'm not sure the epidemic is what we're...
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne.
Doctor, what brings you here again?
Mrs. Fishburne, are you in need of any medical assistance?
I am afraid I am, Doctor. I don't feel well at all.
Oh, you poor thing.
Then let me give you a prescription.
I thank you for your generosity, sir. It's something this part of town truly needs.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
You're welcome, Miss Fishburne. Anytime you need help, just...
I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep. I've been nothing but worry.
You don't have to worry, Miss Fishburne. The good doctor's on the way. I only kill the ones who really need it. Okay. I got Miss Fishburne her medicine. Now I need to give you your medicine. Doctor. And he's recovering, she's recovering. Okay. He's recovering. Okay. I need to give him his medicine. Archer bird or birdweed or something. So I gotta find him. Nope. they doing something? Something suspicious? No. The epidemic. It might be this way. Whoa. Oh God.
clever idiot.
Good evening, Mr. Woodbead.
Good evening to you, my young doctor.
Oh, you're the one that I need.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
Unfortunately, yes. The spirit is willing, but the flesh, well, you know.
Nobody is immune to disease. There's no need to be ashamed of that.
Well, thank you, Doctor. Now maybe I'll live another day or two.
Goodbye, sir.
Okay, now I can leave here. Since everybody's all well and hunky-dory.
Keeping things straight, these parts would be running completely amok.
Yeah, I can leave.
Fool. Heartens me to know you can't see me, my sweet queen. Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had to say first.
You're the reason why they hear gunshot.
You again. What do you want?
What are you doing?
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
You again. What do you want?
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
I don't like him. Should kill him, but I'll kill him next time. Right now I need to get out of here. Yeah.
Get your weapons ready! We found one!
Oh, really?
Human! Kill it! Die! Elite! Mine! I'll take it. All of you bloody leeches need killing. What an end to you! He's dead. Want some of this? Amazing! Kill him, John. You deserve.
Damn it. Oh no. Well, at least I beat him. Come on, off air, off air. Nope. My still broken. Alright. see you guys next time. Later.